Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Monday, what is it, May 16th. This is the Illuminate team call for today. I am Nicole Carpenter, and I'm going to be going over Canva. And this is based off of the meeting that we had a couple weeks ago with the Diamond, or soon to be Diamond leaders. We had a lot of interest in Canva, how to use it, and how to make everything in your coaching world easier. So a couple things that were popular were recipe cards, Facebook page covers, and then general editing of documents. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll jump onto Canva. If you are on your computer and you want to use Canva at the same time, I recommend it. That way you're not staring blankly at the screen and then trying to figure it out later. So let me share my screen. Okay, so we had, this is my recipe cards for Shakeology. Now, what was really cool about this is I created one for every flavor, and you can email these, you can text these, you can send them out, basically any digital method you want. But what I did today was I uploaded them to Walgreens website, and now I have cards that can be put into envelopes for Shakeology samples that anybody wants. They came out super cute. These are 4x4-inch cards. You don't need to rewrite any. There's 4 recipes on each card, and they're just super cool to have. These were about 39 cents a piece, but I figure if you go to, what is it, like Vistaprint or another website that does photos, you can probably get them for, I want to say 5 to 10 cents, but these are in photo paper. So they actually are really, they came out a lot better than I thought they would. So now with Canva, you're not just limited to doing anything just digitally, but if you want to print them off, then you have all these too. So now I have cards for every single flavor. So I'm going to show you how to create a card like this. And I want you to put your own flair to it. So if you have like a certain font that you like, I hope you use it on everything, because we're going to talk a little bit about branding too. So from the Canva website, you have options. You have any kind of social media option that you want. And I usually use this social media box just pretty much for everything, because it's just a good size to use. So we're going to click on that. And from there, it's pretty awesome because Canva gives you the option to use any of their templates. There's ones that actually say free at the bottom that you can use for free. But if you see one off to the side that you like and it costs money, don't think that you actually have to pay for it, because you can go through Google and basically look up any kind of background image. So from here, you can click on backgrounds, and these will automatically become your background, whichever color that you pick. So if you have an image, like one of the 3 images that I asked you guys to have on your desktop, I know for me personally, I use a lot of solid colors, but in my uploaded files, I have like a wood plank uploaded. So if I click on that, it will go onto the page and I can resize it to anything I want. Now, when you go to resize everything, it can totally run off the page and it doesn't matter. You can move it around, and I think there's even filters to use as well. But since I use a lot of different textures, I usually go for a wood background. So from here, you can click on elements and shapes. And I put a solid background to it. If you want it transparent, you can do that as well. And then this box down here lets you change the colors. So usually I go for a gray color. Now, one thing that you're going to notice is that my colors stay consistent through all of my stuff. My colors are like a mint green, turquoise, and gray. I throw in white too. So when you're branding yourself as a coach, you want to make sure you have like a block of colors that you use and you don't veer too far from it. Along with wood backgrounds, I use a lot of beach themes. So I have a lot of palm trees or shadowed palm trees and things like that. So I'll show you it as we go along through this, but make sure once you know your colors that you want, if I want like a darker color, you can go down through this spectrum too. So this color code at the bottom, you will want to write that number down. That means your shade of colors will always be the same. You don't ever have to worry about if one color is off from the other. That will be your color code. So I'll just pick this one for fun. Now we can do a transparency for it, and you can see how it fades in and out if I want to keep it darker. Now for this one, I'm going to make this a banner at the top. This is cool because you can resize the boxes however you want. And then when you go to the text box off to the left-hand side, they give you a few options, and you can fill these in however you want, or you can just choose a heading. So when I was doing this, I would just go up here, type in like chocolate, and pick your font. Now this comes into the same kind of category with the colors. I do all the same fonts. I have like probably like 4 that I vary between. So we're just gonna pick one and go with it. But let me tell you, please, if you're gonna do kind of any kind of swirly, like this one's fine. Crafty Girls is fine. It was the curly ones that I was looking for. Hope it's not on here actually. There's one that was called Curls and it's really old font. But the more curly and like hard to read it is, it's not gonna look like super professional. I'm actually glad I don't see it on here now. So we're gonna pick Oswald. And if you typed it all in lowercase, you can click this arrow and it will automatically change everything to uppercase. And it makes sure everything's always to the left because when you're trying to line everything up, it gets a little bit crazy. So we can change the size of this, and let me move this over. So I know that this whole recipe will be done for chocolate Shakeology. Now in my uploads box, I had saved some images of Shakeology. Now when you go to Google Images and you type in Shakeology transparent background, that's where you're gonna get images like this. There's no white block in the background. And when you don't have it, this is what you have to deal with. A solid block. And then it starts looking kind of tacky. So you want a transparent background. But if you do have a solid image, sorry, and you want to use that one because it's a pain in the ass to try to edit this background out, you can take the elements box, fill it in, and this is a cool trick, so you might want to keep it in mind because this is kind of like Photoshop where you layer everything. You can hit this back button, sends the image behind it. But because it's white, we'll just change this to white. Well, you can change it to white or play with the colors till it gets like pretty close. Now that basically looks like a transparent background without having to spend hours of time trying to edit that out. So if this is to your liking and you want to move it around, I literally went on the teambeachbody.com website and pulled recipes from it. So if I go up to here into the Eat Smart category, there's Shakeology recipes, or you can go to shakeology.com, which actually probably is going to be a little bit better. I'll switch that title to vanilla. So if you're going to do spiced orange blossom, you can just copy this over. Oops. Sorry, my computer's a little weird. Oops, this one. Go back into text and paste that recipe into there. This is where you want to use that left button over so it all lines up. Change your font to one of your few fonts that you love, like I love Shadows into Light. Now, if you want it to have some bullet points, you can hit List, and that will put bullet points over. And from here, You can move this around so it doesn't go over your image. We'll change this to vanilla. Now, if you want some other kind of fancier wording with this and you want it to say Shakeology, I like to play with solid colors, or sorry, solid fonts and Sacramento. I like this one. So we can move this up next to it. Enough to move it down. Forward. These are all going to be, this is fun with layers right here. All right. Let's send this back. And we'll just move this down. So when you, why did that come forward? Okay, so when you start playing with things like this, you can do it one card at a time. I actually, when I was Googling images for other people that had made something similar to this, there was one girl in particular whose recipe cards looked exactly the same. They were put onto her website, so people can pin them on Pinterest, or you can simply copy and paste it. But wouldn't you rather have your own image and your own like name and logo to this? Because I know I sure would. So I would go back into here, and I had made my team name as an image itself. So this one I have to crop, but we'll take this. Okay, so since this is a solid image, I can put it down here on my recipe card. Now you can also go ahead and see that doesn't like totally match, but that's okay, you get the point of it. You can go ahead and you want to put your contact information on here. Now mine varies by team or whether I'm trying to contact customers. So if I'm contacting a customer, sending this to them, I want them to have my email address, my Facebook link, and my Shakeology.com coach website. So what's cool about this is, I'll show you from here. This link right down here that has my name on it, let's see if it'll zoom in. When you want to send this to someone digitally, you can, when you click on this box, see this link that shows up? Whenever you send this to someone, they can actually click this link and it will take them to your Shakeology website or whatever website you put in. So this one is already linked for myself. So keep that in mind. So if you have someone that you want to direct them to your Beachbody coach site, you want to direct them to your Shakeology site, fill that in right here. And now this is absolutely linkable. So they can click on that and have direct access. So you can see I put my Facebook name and email address on this card. So back to this one. Once you are done with this, you can hit download and you can save it for images or you can send it as a PDF. Now, if I wanted to share this with someone who is on my team, I can put their email address in here and I can hit this box for share and email and editable design. But when I do this, and if they go in here and change it, it will change everything you did. So when you go ahead and save your work, and it will actually save everything back into your designs. You can click this box right here that says make a copy. And now it says here is my copy of all my recipes. You can just rename this. And when you open it back up, now is the time that you can actually save this one and give it to someone on your team who might need, you know, you want to help save them some time on these recipe cards. And now they'll have this and they can edit this and put their own design to it. Hopefully everyone has an idea of like a look that they want. If they have certain fonts they want, then they can change it. And it is very, very simple to do, but it's going to save somebody a lot of time. So one of the things that was popular too is a Facebook cover. Now there are two different types of covers on here. There's a Facebook cover down here, and there is a Facebook event cover. This one is going to be helpful for anyone who's running a 7-day challenge. And the only difference is that big block right here that usually has your photo in it is gone. So again, you have templates on the side. Some of them are really cool. It gives me like a lot of ideas on different layouts to use that aren't so average, I guess. I used to actually just save a photo as a background, and it was a hot mess, but these are actually formatted to fit perfectly onto Facebook. So if I go back into my uploads, you guys can upload as many photos in here as you want. So we're going to make a My Little Pony Facebook cover because they're on here, and don't ask why. So I have this really fun glitter background. It's a good quality image too, so when you do save them, make sure they're very clear. You can stretch this out, and because these are transparent backgrounds, there you go, My Little Ponies are right on there. So you can change this and saying this My Little Pony's having Shakeology today. So you can put anything you want that has a transparent background together. So, okay, that one's just funny, and I had to share it because it's My Little Ponies. And so let's change this one up, and we're going to, let me find a better background. Let's do this one. This will go for anything that you guys want to do event-wise, but it's helpful to know for all Facebook covers. Okay, so I have some images of autumn that are transparent, and if you want to have an Autumn Calabrese hosted alongside with you image, then you can put an image of yourself too that maybe you've taken the background out of. I did that with this little nerdy one of myself. So let's just say you and Autumn are going to host an event together. And it's going to be a lot of fun because it's a 7-day workout event. And anything that you want put onto here, like say you guys are going to have your cafe latte, Shakeology samples available. And let's see, I have, you want to advertise Power Greens. That's going to go in your Shakeology. Then if anyone wants to know what it is and why, then you can absolutely let them know because that's part of what your event is. So there's really a lot of options with this. If you want to, let's go back into the elements and to shapes. You can put banners through this too. So if your language is going to be all workouts, you can label down here, sorry, click off that. You can put a heading into here saying your 7-day workout event. Okay, see what, this is kind of like a basic font, doesn't really grab anyone's attention, but if it is kind of stands out into bold, that'll work. I'm just gonna do this really quickly. I don't wanna waste too much time on different ways to like set everything up, but the more creative you are with it, the better. And honestly, this website can be a time suck because I could spend hours on here trying to create different ways to do different things. So if I wanted to change that border from gray to the glitter one, you can resize anything. Well, this one's not going to work. This is just a square, so that's a bad example. So when you're creating your workout events, you can say here, you're the coach. Autumn's just tagging along for fun. You can put any kind of image you want on here. So I think I'd used this one in the background before. So let's say Autumn's gone. Blue background's gone. We can stretch this out too. So any kind of workout challenge that you want, you can put on here with the, if there's a transparent background, it's better, but you can use ways to work around this to create any kind of event. So here's where you would put everything forward and move it down, move her up. And then we can put the text to it. Or I could just move the other one forward again. Okay, stretch these out. Now, the more you play around with these, the more you're going to get a feel of what kind of things that you can do with layering and what kind of fits your style. So I mean, I use her as a background just as an example, but if we're going back to this one and we're going to work with this, the more things you have uploaded into your upload section, it's just a helpful resource to go and be able to grab everything. I use these oranges a lot, anything with pops of color. And then you can say that you can put notes on here saying that you're going to provide 7 days of workouts, 7 recipe ideas, and a ton of fun. So once you have like your idea of what you're going to be offering everyone, I would never ever just leave this like that on there. You want to make sure you're going to grab everyone's attention and be able to make them interested in what you're offering as a coach. So, I mean, with this, you get the general idea of layering and what you're going to be offering. Now, with this, I want everyone to know me not as my team, but as an individual. So I label everything as Nicole Carp Fit. That's what my Instagram is. That's what my Gmail account is. Unfortunately, I already changed Facebook, and they only let you change that one time. But everything that would have people recognize me from Instagram would have to be Nicole Carp Fit. So I would put that somewhere on here too. But my main, let me see if I can show you guys my Facebook page. Oh, I don't have that open. My main Facebook page says across from it that, oh no, I can go in here. Okay, so you get an example of my main Facebook page. I wanted to include, this is a picture from Summit, before and after, and then 2 different things that I like. So you can make these as tailored as you want. You can put different types of banners here at the bottom about what you're about. This has a quote that I try to use for my team. And then make sure your pictures are vibrant and they stand out. And people are going to be really interested in what you are about. Because if you have something with a photo of you reading, or if you are crocheting on the couch, that's not really going to say that you're into health and fitness. It might be a hobby of yours that you can talk about, absolutely. But for your background images, make sure that they're going to show what you are about as a health and fitness coach. So I want to see if somebody has any questions about maybe a recipe card right now, or if I need to go over anything about layering at this point. No? Okay. Let me open my Zoom again. Oh, I don't know where it went. Okay. So if we go back to the main designs, we have different options for ways to set up templates. And this is something that's going to help you save a ton of time. Now I have a few templates set up in here. Like I create a lot of the same documents. So when I'm trying to create documents for my coaches, um, let's see, I have a template around here somewhere. Okay, so I have this blank document. This is where I go and do a copy of it. So every time I want to create something that has like an importance to it, this is my main template for that. So I have my team name at the bottom. This looks like it's taped on because I didn't want to try to edit the square in the background. But if I want to go in here and create a document specifically for my coaches, like if I was going to talk about rank advancements and what that meant, everything is a clickable box and I can go and create that and then save it. So when I want to create this document again, because I always leave this one the same. So I go to here, click make a copy. Now I have a template of it that I can go and edit. So it would bring me back to the same one again. But from this point, you don't have to worry about making the same thing and then having everything jump around. I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves is when I see like logos jumping around page to page. So after you create a full page of a document on here, Canva has this cool little button right here on the side with looks like 2 pages to it. When you click that, it makes another copy down below. So you can keep adding page to page, and you never have to recreate that page again because you'll seriously waste so much time trying to get this gray box to line up in the same exact spot as the one above it. So you can create as many pages as you want and it will duplicate whatever page that you are copying. And if my air conditioner is insanely loud, then I'm sorry because it's hot as hell here in Las Vegas. Okay, so you also have the option of changing any kind of template here too. This is just a basic letter format and will also give you ideas of different layouts that you want to. So let me show you what I created with that document. This is gold links. This is before I actually knew that I was going to be using this as a template. I ended up just deleting everything off of it. But I had created this document and I had to do this one in blocks because every single YouTube link has its own link up here. So when I send this to somebody, they can go and click on each link because everything is its own block. But by doing this and creating this as a template, I can not worry about if I'm going to have enough room on a certain page because I can copy it down, but everything's just going to have a consistent look to it. Now, that's what I was talking about with using the certain fonts. I use these ones mainly for everything. So when you start creating documents, you're going to be able to have a consistent look throughout everything that you're going to provide your coaches. You could absolutely go into Google Docs into Google Drive and use the Google Docs and copy and paste everything into there. But personally, if I see everything that's well presented, and I get much more excited to learn about it. So every time that you have a document that's done, and you like say I want to go and download this as a PDF, it will save to my desktop. I can drop it into Google Drive, or I can do like the recipe templates. I can screenshot. I save everything into Google Drive as of right now, but I'll probably be switching everything over to Dropbox. But now you can see you have a full PDF that is clickable. So we could, here's a good one, duplication and team culture. So when I click on this, it should take it right to the YouTube link that was provided. So it's pretty cool because nobody has to actually worry about going and clicking different links, or if they have the right one, they can just it's neat to be able to have a PDF and actually be able to use it. So, oops, we're on gold links. Okay, so now that that document's done, if I wanted to send this to Kelly and have her use this for her team, I would make a copy of it, and then she can go in here and change this font to anything she wants. You can put your own team name down here or anywhere on the page. Or if I wanted to make sure that no one was going to steal this document off the internet, because I know I've done it before, but it'd be nice for people to know where it came from in case they had any questions or wanted to follow you along YouTube or actually learn from you. So I would probably take this image right here of my logo, stretch it over, and then make it transparent and send it back. So now no one can go and theft this from you and and use it as their own, because I kind of believe that credit is due when whoever makes it. So these are just some ideas of what you can do. Now, if you use PicMonkey at all, that is one of the better websites to use for getting a transparent image of yourself. You can use PicMonkey in conjunction with Canva, but I always end up coming to Canva because it's so much better layout wise. That's PicMonkey. You can create the transparent backgrounds and you can edit your background out. I know Katie Hefner has a really good free tutorial about how to get your background image out and do a transparent background. So I definitely would check that out on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, one of the other cool things that Canva offers as a template is YouTube covers. So with the YouTube covers, let me find it. Okay, the YouTube thumbnail. So if you've seen any of Kelly's videos or Carolyn Marone's, they always have really, really professional looking YouTube covers. So you can click this. Actually, I'll just show you one that I've already done. Now these are like little thumbnails for like your Coach Basics or any kind of videos that you're going to be creating. So instead of just uploading a video of yourself that coaches are going to use or you want clients to see, you can go ahead and make a cover photo for YouTube. So seriously, this one's super easy. I just uploaded a photo of myself with a block that has my team name on it, Coach Basics, and what day it's on. So from here, you can make each day, like seriously, click of a button. Save all of these, and every time that you go to upload a YouTube video, it is there for you. And you don't have to make it any harder on yourself. This little copy button is seriously awesome. It saves so much time, and you guys are going to be able to like make documents that are totally editable and totally useful for coaches down the line. So I hope that you guys go onto the website, play around with these templates, and decide, maybe some of them can help you with your recipe ideas, make things shareable. This also goes for Facebook posts. The more that you set up now, the better it is down the road, because I know that, it might seem like kind of tedious to go on here and create documents, but once you get the hang of it, they're really easy to make and they're really easy to edit. I know I've made these same things for my 21-day fix group. Any kind of document, oh, here it is. 21-day fix posts. So if you guys are running a challenge group and you need something to post every single day, you can go ahead and copy these, do the same copy function down below, and put either a quote on here, or if you have any ideas for Shakeology recipes, you can throw that on there. I literally have 21 days of post for a 21-day fix group. Cool thing is with this, like I said, you can screenshot it. You can download these and put them into Google Drive, and you can also upload them to use on the Beachbody app, which goes for challenge groups or the coaching app. So really this website is for you and for you to use like religiously. It's free. Canva does do transparent backgrounds, but it's Canva for business, so you would have to pay for it. So I don't know, I think you guys could definitely get some use out of this website and start creating habits and different documents that would be able to help you. This is a quick Facebook cover I threw together. It took no time at all. And that's mainly because I had everything saved in the uploads category. And it was really easy to just download and put together an event group really quickly and give them basic information about when it will be starting and what we will be covering, what I'll be providing them. So I think as of right now, oh, that was Kelly. As of right now, I know I covered like a lot of information, but I know in the recording you'll be able to go back and pause it. But the website is so incredibly helpful, and you don't have to worry about how things are going to be laid out because you can pick your templates, you can pick your fonts, pick your colors, and start getting a feel for the look that you want for your team and documents that you can share with your coaches. You can share them with anybody, but I would share them with people that are on your team and ones that are going to be bouncing ideas off of you as well. The more people that have access to your stuff, I don't know if you don't copy it right, then they can edit and change it. So you definitely don't want that. But you'll start getting used to having the look that you want for your team. And I definitely hope you guys find this useful and definitely go on there and play with it and figure out what is the most helpful for you. So maybe after the call or within the next couple of days, I'd love to see something that you guys created, even if it was a Facebook post or maybe it's like a background banner, or sorry, an event banner for a 7-day clean eating group, a 7-day workout bash. It doesn't matter, just get creative with it. So does anybody have any questions right now? No. Ariana, did I go over everything that you wanted or that you had a question about? Good. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I got so many windows open for you guys. But I definitely hope you guys get some ideas about even things that I might have created. But take a look at the template section and find your little tidbits of information. I'll save anything that I find that I might have forgotten to share with you guys to the Team Illuminate page, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys get creative with it, and feel free to message me if you have any questions or if I can help with layouts or ideas or anything like that. So I'm going to open it up to anyone that has any comments or questions or wants to say hello. But don't forget
So
to
how did you make your logo? Did you make that on Canva?
I did, yeah. I think I need to have something like actually made for it. Well, you can see down here. It's kind of funny. I was trying to come up with my team name. By the way, if you see anything like this that says crafting your story, I made these images for PowerPoint presentations that I'll be voicing later down the road. So you have that option too, that you can transfer them around. This is when I was trying to make my team name. So you can see that, yeah, this is a block. I used District, it's its own block. I knew I liked this font, which is called Allura for the Defy part, and Nixie one is the font for team. So once I had this kind of basis down, I looked at Reino Dell's for Lux Republic, and I loved how it was laid out. So I did something kind of similar to that. But I think I do need to eventually have it as a block with a transparent background. And Carolyn Walker is, I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she is under Carolyn Marone's team. She's an amazing graphic designer. She helps with logos and creating, any kind of documents, but mainly she's really good with logos. So she can definitely help anyone out that is looking to get a logo made. But I think you could reach out to just about anyone that's a graphic designer and they can help with logos. I just went the easy route and made it myself. So I'm sure it has room for improvement. Did you put anything together yet, Ariana, for yours? I can't hear you.
Sorry. So, I mean, like, I've only ever really played around with just uploading the files because I like to do the side-by-side transformation or side-by-side, like the horizontal lines. So, I mean, I have a cover. I mean, everything is pretty much like I've only ever really used the like what's it called? Like the pre-separated block things under the picture tab, like where you can put in the grids. That's all I've ever used.
Oh, okay, so you're probably let me go back to here.
Yeah.
So you were probably into like a social media post.
Mm-hmm.
You go into elements.
And then elements, and then I do grids or frames. Yeah.
Okay. So
Which is
Ariana,
cool, but Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Ariana is talking about doing. This is probably a side by side one. These images here is what you can drop photos into. So that would go back to your upload section, and then you can put like the Shakeology one could go right into there. Usually it snaps in, but yeah, that's a good idea, and I haven't thought about using this for side by sides.
Yep. So I have a ton of those created, and then like I've been working on my logo. I mean, I put something up just to have something, but I'm like tweaking it right now. So I don't know. We'll see what I come up with because it's like I really like my background picture, but I'm having a hard time figuring out what to put around that. So, but I don't know.
I mean, you can play around with it, or reach out to Carolyn and see if she might have some ideas. There, I mean, I know she thinks way outside the box than we do sometimes.
Really? That's
Yeah,
good to know.
yeah.
She didn't do yours, right? Or did she do yours? Your cover?
She didn't, but she's the one that's setting up Kelly's documents.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Like the new documents that look really, really nice, and they're like I was saying, like you can put a Google document together and it's kind of cool, but like Kelly's new documents are actually much more engaging for me, and I want to read them.
Mm.
So because Carolyn's laid them out, and I think she did Kelly's image too, or her logo. It just looks really cohesive, and it looks like a really nice team layout.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, cool. Well, thanks
Okay,
for
thanks. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, Kelly. I saw she's amazing. She's doing my logo. Okay, cool. All right.
Does anybody else have any questions, comments, or all of the above? No, no. Okay, well, if you do have any questions, watch the playback, reach out to me. I'll definitely be able to help. But I think branding and having everything logo wise, font wise, color wise is definitely something that you want to make sure that you have control of early, because the more documents you start creating, the more that you're going to have to either redo them or rebrand yourself. So thanks for coming on the call tonight, and thanks for Kelly for recording this for me. I hope everyone definitely got something useful out of it. So have a good night.